Hello everyone and welcome to another segment of Popcorn Pressures on Gusto TV. My name is Favor and today's movie is titled Madea's Homecoming. I mean, a lot of you Madea fans out there will probably enjoy this one. This movie, apparently the last one we saw of Madea was in 2019. That was in Madea's family funeral. And Tyler Perry decided to bring a new one titled Madea's Homecoming, and in this movie Madea makes a comeback and she's definitely not going to put up with anything that's going to break out at her great-grandson's graduation celebration. So this movie, an important fact about this movie is that there seems to be like a collaboration from Agnes Brown, who is the great-grand aunt of Davy in the movie. Apparently He's also running a long-standing sitcom on BBC titled Mrs. Brown's Boys. A lot of you probably know that it's been there in existence, and she's the matriarch. So you see a collaboration with Madea and Agnes Brown. So, you know, a lot to expect from it. Then the director of this movie is Tyler Perry. He's also the executive producer. He's the writer. It's a comedy. Plain comedy. I mean, wherever Madea is, you know, you're sure to laugh. The lead actors are Tyler Perry, acting as Madea and Uncle Joe. Then you have the whole cast of Madea in it. Then you have Brendan O'Carroll acting as Agnes Brown. Then you have Isha Blaaker and Jennifer Gibney as the Irish family of Davy. This movie, directed by Tyler Perry, obviously, I enjoy the fact that we're able to see, I mean, it's a Madea's movie. So what better way to tell the story than from Madea's point of view? But then again, I also like the fact that, you know, other casts are not left behind. At least we get to see from other members of the cast, you know, hear from them, their growth and all of that, making the movie a sound one. The cinematography, the lighting of the movie, they were all in check. The editing, the transition was just smooth from one scene to the next, no flops, was very brilliant. Then, my favorite part of the movie, I mean, a lot of people enjoy comedies. I mean, if you don't, you're probably a sadist or something, I don't know. But, you know, to just relieve you from the day's work and laugh it all the way. We have Madea, who's the protagonist, you know, always very funny, down to earth, very blunt. And I noticed that at the beginning of this movie, there was no, I mean, things to watch out for, language. Netflix didn't put it up there. So, we know Madea now, use of words. Then you have Mr. Brown. I mean, the movie opened with the scene where you see Mr. Brown trying to set up the barbecue grill, you know, to have like a party or something in the compound. And this guy was literally pouring gasoline and, you know, everything all over the barbecue grill. And he literally set it up with a match. Like, what was he expecting? He literally went on fire. Like, it was crazy there. Then you have Uncle Joe, which also is Tyler Perry. I mean, the guy is really very brilliant, acting both as Madea, Uncle Joe, you know, able to pull off the whole funny side of Madea, blunt side, then the whole paranoia of Uncle Joe. Very brilliant. Then you see Aunt Bam, the flirty old lady, when she was flirting with Davy when he came and everything. Then the whole cast, I mean, everything was just brilliant. Then you see that Davy, I have a problem with his character. Like, the guy was just overdoing things. I mean, it didn't make sense at the end. Yes, you're coming with Tim. Tim is your best friend. The father did them dirty, you know, went away, divorce and everything, did the family strong thing, fine. But it was literally crying more than the bereaved. Like, just getting all pissed off and everything. But I didn't get it from the beginning. Why was he so angry? It was towards the end, we now realized that this guy is involved with Tim's mother. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect that. Then the costume and the set design we can tell from that this is an average Black American family in America, in the US. Obviously, they're in the US. So, I mean, that was the whole vibe. That was the whole vibe we're getting from Madea's series. Okay, for me, this movie, yes, it's a comedy, but then again, it goes like deeper than just laugh, ha 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 ha. There are like hidden messages in the movie, and I'll start by saying the whole Black Lives Matter thing, the hashtag that trended a while back, Tyler Perry brought it back in this movie where we see Agnes Brown when she came into the house, talking to the whole family. Like, it was just she, her daughter or whatever, then Davy. They were the only white people in a house full of blacks. So when she comes in, she said knickers, but Uncle Joe thought she made use of the N-word, which is nigger. And it's very offensive for a white person to call a black person a nigger. So he was like so upset, was like, what the fuck? How would you come in my home and be calling me a nigger in a house in a house full of niggers? Like, it was so annoying. Like, they had to calm him down. Like, no, she said knickers, not nigger, like the underwear. Then he was also paranoid, that's Uncle Joe, also paranoid about the fact that Ellie is also a cop. She's a member of the family. And then when she comes in wearing the police uniform, Uncle Joe was like pissed off and like she should get out, this one, that one, blah, blah, blah. And I think the whole idea that Tyler Perry was trying to point out is the whole police brutality on the blacks. So he felt insecure having a cop in his own home, like threatened by that fact. Like, the uniform alone even told her that the car, her cop car that she parked outside is probably scaring the neighbors away and stuff. Like, she go and like take it away, change out of her uniform and stuff. So we get to understand that message, yes, that blacks definitely feel insecure whenever they see a police person, especially those in their uniform, always feel threatened because for no reason, they'll just pick on the black people because you're black. Then, an important reference that was made in this movie is that of Rosa Parks. Yes, the Rosa Parks, the first lady of the civil rights movement. Apparently, you see in the movie when Madea was giving advice to Laura, having the whole scenario where her husband came out and told her that, told the whole family that she and the lawyer, that's her best friend, Sylvia, was getting married. Apparently, this is the same lawyer that helped her go through her divorce. So it was mind-blowing. And she's like telling Laura not to ever, like, if she's not going to remember anything from what she has said, she should remember this: never let your best friend get too close to your man. And then she now started giving the story. Obviously, it wasn't real. Like, she was using an iPhone in the 1950s. Haba. But then we get to see Rosa Parks. That was the first black lady who refused to give up her seat for a white man in the bus. And this apparently led to her arrest, which also prompted the whole Montgomery bus boycott. So she's sort of a big deal. I mean, all of this are just, raising black awareness in the movie, and it was perfect. Then, the conversation that went on between Agnes Brown and Madea, I mean, you get to realize that there are diverse parenting guides. Like, every parent's, I mean, they say different strokes for different folks. So every parent has their way of raising their child. For Agnes Brown, she feels like Davy owes her something because they had to, sacrifice a lot, send him through school, and he, at the end of the thing, like when he graduates, he should come back to Ireland and go to the farm. While Madea is telling her that these children, like, their happiness is what matters, that you shouldn't have to make it look like they are owing you something. I mean, you've gone through a lot to raise them, yes, fine, but it shouldn't be about the fact that they are owing you, like a give and take thing. Your children's happiness should always be prior to whatever you want to do. So I think this talk she had with Madea influenced that decision, and she finally let Davy stay in America. Then finally, family, which is literally what all Madea is all about. Like, irrespective of the fact she might be pissed off at you, angry at you, but family to her is prior, is number one. Yeah, I was able to get that from Tim's valedictorian speech. Yeah, that's the graduation boy whom everybody gathered for. Giving the whole speech. Like, he was pissed off when he found out that this guy came out being gay. Yes, the whole family knew about it. And then the person he came down to his house with, that was apparently supposed to be his gay partner, turned out to be his mom's boyfriend. Like, that was mind-blowing. So obviously he didn't take it well. But during that his speech and everything, he had a rethink, and he was like, yes, I came out to my family and they accepted me, with love and everything. Like, this is something he did not expect. Like, he was thinking of how to tell them, and when he told them, they were just cool about it. So, he was like, for him, family is first. Like, he's very proud to be a part of that family. So like family is still the core of this movie. And yeah, that's like a very important message. No matter what, family should always come first. Yeah, anything for family, right? Then I would give this movie an 8. Yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was perfect. Talk about the closing credits of this movie where we see Madea performing Drunk in Love by Beyonce. That was mind-blowing. I mean, the boats, the bomb shots, the everything. It was epic. Wow. Okay, I think that should be all for now. Yeah, probably said a lot, but I know I definitely didn't give you any spoilers in this review. So if you want to laugh, literally laugh, this is a Black American comedy. There's no way you're not going to laugh. If you just want to laugh, not pass time, laugh, you enjoy comedy movies, see this movie. It's a good watch. That'll be all for now. I remain your tour guide, Favor. Until next time, I'll see you all on another movie review. Don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section. Subscribe, like, share, and grow this channel. Till next time. Bye.